banging out videos. And I need to calm because I've had some crazy videos first. But I need to calm now. Now this video is a serious one. I understand some of my videos don't come off as serious, but basically I wanted to talk to you. See, I knew I'd ruin it. I wanted to talk to you guys about anxiety. Now, if you met me in a shop in the streets and you came to talk to me, I'll talk to you back. You know, I seem pretty relaxed, pretty cool. That's why it's quite a shock for people to know that I have anxiety. Because it's quite hard to control half the time. I put on a brave front, basically, but inside I'm crapping a brick. But yeah, I can't class this as a self-help video because, well, I haven't 100% controlled this problem. Unfortunately, sometimes it's quite bad, but it's something you get used to half the time. So yeah, I wanted to let you guys know what it is, what it's about, what it causes, and how it affects your life. Pretty much. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I hope you don't mind. Basically, what is anxiety? Anxiety is the feeling of impending doom. That everything is going to go wrong and then you end up having panic attacks, and it's quite bad. Who it affects anyone pretty much. Supposedly more women than men, but everyone gets anxiety at least once in their life. It just depends how they cope with it, and how severe it is, because obviously if you were nervous about an exam, you feel anxiety, you feel stress, you like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen, but if that's not you all the time, then that's just like light to medium anxiety. It's just like, it's an okay thing. But for those of us that have severe anxiety, it can be quite a problem. What causes anxiety is a mystery, sort of. It depends on the person and what they've been through, I guess, because it can be caused through stressful traumas and traumatic experiences. For me, I've had quite a lot of stress and traumatic stresses and things in my life. They've pretty much progressed through the years. I don't really remember being too bad when my parents were together. I believe it all kind of set off when my parents split up. So obviously that was like a knockdown, and then like that went on for 10 years because there was like an argument with about my brother where he should go, which then made it quite hard on me because then I felt left out and stuff, and then I would get blame on things that like didn't happen and stuff like that, and it was very, very hard. I'd get to the stage where the thought of seeing people and stuff, I would have panic attacks and like my chest would tight. At one point my dad thought I was having a heart attack, so you know, it can be quite bad. I then kept getting knocked back and stuff, like my grandparents died and stuff like that, and my dog's snoring. And yeah, my grandparents died and stuff, and that was quite hard to deal with. I kind of turned into a rebel. I had arguments with my dad, which I never do. I don't anymore, it just happened during then. And yeah, it was quite hard times. Then it kind of picked up. And then I went to university, and then I suffered really bad with anxiety. I didn't really like the people that I was staying in halls with, and it didn't really improve when I left for my second year to stay in I rented out a room basically, and it didn't help then either. It got to the stage where I really didn't want to leave my room. I only ever left my room if I had to go to the shops, or went home, or went to lectures. It was quite hard some days. I never went to the kitchen. I think I went to the kitchen for 3 months and then I left. Well, I didn't leave, I refused to go into the kitchen. I couldn't deal with the amount of people. It was really hard to meet so many new people. I started a week before everyone else, so their freshers week, or welcome week, they got to meet and get to know each other, whereas I was already studying, I was already doing stuff. I already had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning compared to everyone else, so I couldn't join in with anything. I got to the point where I was so scared to see anyone that I waited to make sure that no one was there to use the bathroom. I just couldn't deal with it. It was just too much hassle. If I had the option, I would have stayed at home, because I would feel more confident. I mean, I was fine when I was at university with people that I got to make friends with during my courses and stuff, but obviously where I was staying, it was really hard because I couldn't really connect with anyone, because I didn't have that chance to get to know anyone, which was quite annoying. But yeah, my anxiety caused me to feel quite slightly depressed as well, to the point where, because obviously I wasn't going into the kitchen because of my anxiety, so then I didn't eat properly, so then I lost weight, I wasn't eating right. When I had a panic attack and I couldn't get to the bathroom, I had an even worse panic attack, and then I had to like find a different way of like going to the toilet, which unfortunately meant I had to go in the bin. It was that bad, my anxiety, because I was so scared of leaving my room, that I would bump into someone. So yeah, that was really bad. And then obviously I left. Well, I graduated, and then I eventually got a job. It was really hard to start with because I had to go on London Underground, which meant I had to be in close proximity with a lot of people. I also was travelling over the UK, which made it even harder as well, because I was away from home a lot. I was staying with different people that I didn't know. I would cry every time I went somewhere and got there in the evening. I would cry because I was so anxious of what would happen. I would make myself ill because I would have a panic attack beforehand. I wouldn't eat beforehand, and then like lunch would be hours away, and then I would be ill anyway. But eventually I got used to it, and my anxiety levels kind of went down, and they were okay until just before I left work, or left my job. I was sent back to a place that I'd been before. I didn't mind that, but I thought I was going to be with people. And then things started to pile up, and every day that I was there I would cry, I would have panic attacks, I would be ill, I would cry before I went to work, I would cry when I got home, I would cry before I went to bed. Weekends were the worst because I knew on the Sunday I would have to go back up, and I would be very... it sounds bad, but I'd be very angry and vicious with people on some days, and then just before I'd go, I would cry and have a panic attack because I was so upset of going up there and seeing these people again that I wasn't sure I could cope anymore, that I was having panic attacks so often and crying so often. It got to the point where I ended up having blood in my urine and pains in my kidneys and things like that, I left, which is quite severe things that happen, but usually, and I have had these, it's like nausea, dizziness, short breath, and diarrhea. Unfortunately, those symptoms quite a lot of people deal with, because I have dealt with them before. Now I haven't had a job since January. My anxiety levels have gone up slightly. Obviously, the thought of going on the London Underground scares me. Being in close proximity with other people. Flights scare me still. I can't sit in a middle seat, and I can't sit on an aisle seat. I have to sit at a window seat because for the length of time I'm on there, I don't like to be surrounded by so many people I don't know. If I'm next to a window, I know that I'm going to be next to someone I know and next to outwards. I like to be able to see outwards, so it makes me feel a bit more calmer about who I'm around. My anxiety did reach an all-time high a couple of weeks ago, or last week I believe. I had panic attack up until the Wednesday. On the Wednesday I was supposed to get up at 5. I woke up at 2 in the morning, and I was having panic attacks. By the time I did get up, I got myself ready. Because I refused to get out of bed while I was having my panic attacks, I didn't actually go through the usual motions that I do before I left. So by the time I left, I had so much built up panic attack and anxiety that I actually made myself ill. I was fine during the day, which everyone wouldn't ever thought that anything was wrong with me. But by the time the day had gone on, by the time I got home, it made it worse because I'd finished everything, and then I got to the bus stop. The bus still had 25 minutes till it left, which I was feeling ill anyway, and I was really, really tired. By the time I got onto the bus, we went off on our journey. We were 5-10 minutes along, and then the bus broke down in the heat on a bus with people you don't know. The worst situation I could ever be on, and I was ill, and I couldn't go outside and get fresh air because I was so scared that I was going to be sick, and excuse my French, but I thought I was going to shit myself. It was that bad, and we were stuck on this broken down bus for an hour, and then it got to a main bus stop. It was literally like 3 bus stops away from the stop I had to get off, and he said that the bus was going back in, so could everyone get off? So then I had to wait for another bus while I was still trying to not be sick. Got on that bus. It was the worst, like an old bus, so then it's like stuffier and horrible. By the time I got home, I ran through, luckily my front door leads, if I ran, it leads all the way to the bathroom. So literally I ran through the house, went to the bathroom, kind of cooled myself down, went upstairs, got changed, and then I had to go back down, and I was sick, and I felt slightly better but then I had dinner, and then I was sick again, and my head was banging. I was so tired, and I panicked so much, but couldn't get my anxiety out, that it actually made me ill. But at the same time, it's now I'm now can't eat blueberry flavoured things. I had blueberry smoothie. I can see where that's going. But yeah, my anxiety got that bad that my panic and anxiety had to come out in that way. The blood in the urine is quite serious. I have been to the doctor many a time before I knew it was anxiety, and they said that it was just one of those things that happen. But I'm not being funny. Blood in your urine is not something that just happens. It doesn't just happen. But it's just what happened to me. I had very severe anxiety and severe stress. That's what happened. I am sort of verged onto the GAD side, which is general anxiety disorder, but I'm not that bad that I'm in that category. I'm just quite severe anxiety. New situations scare me. I can't say that they're like the best thing. They do scare me, but once I'm in something, I can kind of get used to what to do. Like jobs and things. I'll be anxiety before I get there, and then I'm fine. I'm calm. I can get into it. It's just that the first hurdle before the okay stage. But yeah, I'm still suffer from panic attacks. I'm still gonna end up suffering with panic attacks. I'm still gonna have anxiety, but I sort of know how to get there with it. I mean, there are other ways I can get medication from my doctor and like therapy and stuff. And I know you should go to your doctor, but I feel like that's just... I think I want to try myself before I try something that I know the doctor's going to turn around and go, oh, I'll just give you some medicine, because I don't want to be on loads and loads of different drugs. I already can't take paracetamol, because when I was younger I used to have really bad migraines. I used to take that all the time. Now I can't take it because it doesn't do anything, so I have to take ibuprofen, but I have to watch how many I take so I don't get immune to it. I'm also on a special acid reflux tablet, so when that flares up I have to take it. I've also got strong painkillers as well. If I have flare-ups of when I have blood in my urine, it really hurts my kidneys if it's a severe case, so I have to take those. They're usually taken if you've got kidney stones, because that's what they thought it was, but it wasn't. So yeah, I've been through a lot of different drugs as well, because I had a bad reaction to a morning after pill, unfortunately. So I had to take different drugs for that, and then they gave me side effects, and then I had to stop taking those, take something else. So yeah, that is a major problem in my life. Unfortunately, it's something I have to deal with, but I just wanted to let you guys know what it is, what it's about, how it affects me, and how I got it, kind of thing, or what I think I got it from. But I want to let you guys know that you're not alone, because I know if I hadn't watched YouTubes and stuff and found other people that had it too, I would have suffered in silence, kind of thing. I'm since understanding that other people get it too, I can tell people that I have it. Beforehand, I would just panic by myself, keep it all in. But now, my dad knows, now my friends know, like my partner knows. But to start with, no one knows apart from me. Because I thought I didn't want to burden anyone. I thought it was just stupid, but I want to let you guys know that you're not alone, and there are other sufferers, and some things that you might be dealing with that you find are similar to my experiences or my reactions to stuff. Know that you're not alone. If you want any advice or like a helping hand, a shoulder to cry on kind of thing, then I'm always here. You know, I've gone through it. I've gone through really bad stages in my life. Most people go through quite rough stages, but there you go. I have an itchy armpit. I'm terribly sorry. That is so rude of me. But yeah, I want you guys to know that you're not alone. But if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I like to let people know about stuff. I'm very informative because I'm kind of a brain. I retrain useless information half the time. So yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed my serious one. I'm sorry that I messed up a couple of things. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Bye!